everyone. Welcome back to my stream. Honestly, barely made it in time. I was stuck late at work, so still wearing the work uniform. Nothing sexy for you today. Or ever. Uh, Anyways, that being said, if you're watching this after the fact and you're not on YouTube, I highly recommend that that is where you go. Because YouTube is a bit more. What's the word? More willing to compromise. I think that's not really the word I'm looking for, but I honestly would totally love to be napping right now. But I am a responsible adult and I hold on to my obligations. So even if they're obligations to myself. So anyway, Twitch mutes my stuff and then the appeal process takes forever, so you'll never hear anything on Twitch, probably, is what I'm guessing. But YouTube, at least if there's an issue, a major copyright issue, they just let me remove the song instead of muting the entirety of everything. So, that's that. Got a few projects to work on. I always have projects to work on. So what I'm focusing on today is I'm still gonna try and get a workout playlist going for my friend Will, because his really needs some stuff. And then the other one, I'm smaller playlist. So we'll see is I don't even know what to call it. So, and it's not actually gonna stay on iTunes. I'm gonna switch it over to Spotify, but to make things simple. But one of my friends is doing a little bit of he's got like 10 hours of driving in one day. So he asked for a little bit of like an album's worth of road trip music. So gonna work on that for him. So yeah, that's what I've got going for me today. I didn't even think ahead about what I should play. What should I start with? You know what? How about some old school? Like super old school. For me ish. Maybe it's not super old school. Anyway, since it's right there and it is a song I like, I'm gonna play My Paper Heart by the All American Rejects. That was the first song I ever heard by them, and it made me fall in love with the entire album. Like, it's the reason I bought the album, was I liked the first song enough. So, so here we go. Yeah. I had great music taste when I was younger. God, how long ago was this? Like, I don't know if I really want to admit this, but I'm not a liar, and I'm really good at embarrassing myself, so it just kind of makes sense that I should just go with it. So I first heard this song because I was in Hot Topic and they had one of those listening stations set up. I was still figuring out myself back then. But yeah, this was one of the 6 CDs available on the listening station, and obviously this was the first song on the CD, and I couldn't not love it. But I also wasn't exposed to anything like this. I grew up in a town of 6,000, so the most punk or pop punk or anything not super pop Britney Spears, I don't even know, Nelly, like, we didn't have a station. We had classic rock, we had like the super pop like Britney and Nelly like I just said, and then I think there was like gospel and country. So I was still like, this was new to me. This was unique and I loved it. So I don't mind. So be it if I found some music in Hot Topic. Alright. So, yeah, that was All American Rejects off their self-titled album. The song was My Paper Heart. And, that being said, I feel like I should kind of, segue into Motion City Soundtrack. I don't know if you guys noticed, but they, I thought I took care of this. They are, it looks like they put up a little thing about an indefinite hiatus. So that's sad. But what do I want? I feel like I should play off the newest album, but honestly, I Am the Movie really did it for me. Like that album, I loved it so much. But what then again, which song? So let's see. I realized that like my two favorite Motion City soundtrack songs are basically everything, like telling you it's gonna be okay, everything is alright. And actually, I am gonna play Everything Is Alright because um, I just it came on as my friend was dropping me off the other night, and we just stuck in the car and sang along to it because it's such a good song, and it is. I love this song so much, and it's more upbeat. I want something a little upbeat. Like, it's sad that they're on hiatus, but if that's what they need to do, that's what they need to do. Which, I mean, A-OK could fit with that, but I'm feeling the bounce. So let's do Everything Is Alright by Motion City Soundtrack off the album Commit This to Memory. And honestly, this might go in for my March mix. We'll see how that goes. I understand why I have two of everything. Oh, that's why. love that line so much. I used to yell that at my friends. Hello there, how are you? Did I just... What just happened? Okay, sorry. I thought I clicked something. The timing on that really messed with my head. Where do you hail from? Huh? I'm a little tired. I'm not bored. I, in theory, would be napping if I didn't set this timeline for myself. I do this every Tuesday and Friday. Netherlands, yes! I'm sorry, you're this... Okay, I have one other person who stopped in who's originally from the Netherlands, but he lives in Germany, which is not too shabby, but I got excited last time too. I have to find it. Where did I put it? Pretty sure I saved the picture. There is a special spot in my heart for the Netherlands, and I'll show you why in just a second, because I'm gonna find it. Yeah, there it is. That's my name. I need to see this in real life someday. It's such a silly thing to nerd out about, but I just think that's so cool. So I wanna go to there one of these days. But that's my little geek moment. So yeah, basically, I don't know how much this interests you, but all I do is I make playlists and I talk about making them. Not what you expected. Yeah, building. I knew once upon a time where it was. Like, not really where it was, but I knew the town. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's why I didn't remember. If I can't pronounce it, it's not as likely to stick in my head. Let's bring up a map so I don't embarrass myself trying to. Because it's yeah. I forget there's a chat and I can use the chat. There you go. I'm a little tired. So I've been working 6 days each week, so it's been a while since I've had to do that, so I'm a little bit slower. Like, my one day off was yesterday, and I was just not ready to go back to work today. The middle of the country. Yeah. What part do you live in? It really is in the middle. That's cute. I should... What should I do? So... I am song's not quick. I'm going to... Summer Fog. I'll play Summer Fog. There was fog this morning. It's not summer. I know, it's March. It's still March, but I live in a warm climate, so it always feels like summer to me. Your town that you live in is called the Best. Is that real? Is that real? Because that's awesome. Okay, so super quick. I'm going to play Summer Fog by the album Leaf off of A Chorus of Storytellers, just so I have a little something going. But I want to talk to you more about Netherlands. Super exciting. Best. Really. How many times do people, like, when you tell people where you live, you're like, I live in Best. How many times do people say, that's the best? Because that's what I would say every time. I make horrible jokes on a regular basis, and that's probably why my friend pool is very small. Not many people can put up with it. There it is. Huh. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm sorry that too many people make that joke, but it's a fun joke, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. I really like bad puns, though. What can I say? I do get that, because there are certain jokes that they can wear you down, because it's not original anymore. Like, when you hear it every day. But yeah. So, I don't know how much I don't think you caught my usual introductory disclaimer, or if I even said all of it. It's one of those days. But I just work on playlists, and right now, like, I have a bunch of stuff. You can't see me. I'm actually waving and pointing at things, but the webcam doesn't show that. Use the mouse, Megan. So my roots, it's darker, yes, but it's not black, because that would be cool, and my natural hair color is not cool. It's like a super grayish brown, like very dull. So it just looks dark compared to the blonde. But I don't know if I don't have my thingy. I can't see what I'm doing. Like, I have some orangey red that's covered this way, so depending on which way I do my hair. I get bored, so I change the colors. I'm trying to grow it out, which is also why I have a little pigtail. Mullet pigtails. It's a mullet if I don't put them in pigtails. But anyway, I get distracted. This is super not a song for any of the playlists I'm working on right now. I just decided to put something more mellow on in the background. And because today, like, when I went to work, it was foggy, and even though it's not summer, I always think it's summer here. So that was my justification for picking that song. But the two playlists I'm working on at the moment is I'm trying to make a workout mix for my friend Will, because he sent me a screenshot of some of the songs on his workout playlist and was like, please help me, I need more music to exercise to. And I just looked at the playlist and I was just like, are you serious? Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion of music, and if those are the things that help him exercise, good for him, but I'm going to fix it. And then another one, which I don't even have a name for it right now, because I just got one of my friends requested. He's got a little mini road trip he's going on tomorrow. So this is actually, sorry Will, This one's going to be a little bit higher priority, but it should be a little less intensive. Um, he just wanted like about an album, so about 20 songs worth for road trip music. And figured why not? I like stuff like that though. Like I like doing that. And like I'm always working on something. So the ones that aren't finished, I have Francisco, which obviously at 22 hours of music is not a mix for someone. That's way too many songs. So his I have to cut down. Right now I put a bunch of stuff in there and then I just have to narrow it. I will always be working on a funeral mix until I'm not alive anymore because I've just been to too many funerals where phrasing on that one. I've been to probably a normal amount of funerals, but the music is always like sad, and no offense to those who are religious, and if that's what they want, that's great. But I know that at my funeral, I don't want choral religious music. I want people to have a better time and actually remember me as I was. And music has always been a big part of my life. So what better way than to make everyone listen to the music you pick after you die? So, but that's obviously, I'm always going to be adding songs to that. And then, these two are finished. This one is like barely anything right now, and I gotta fix it. My rainy day mix is super nothing in it because I had one and I lost the playlist, so I had to start from scratch. And then the other thing is Sarah is one of my coworkers. She's on maternity leave right now, and I've got hers narrowed down to two sides, like one that's a more mellow side and one that's a more upbeat, but not too upbeat, because she's not like crazy into harder music, so I'm trying to keep it low key for her. And then I don't even know what this one is. That's actually a defunct playlist, so yes, I got rid of it. And then Ye is my roommate's girlfriend who's leaving for Korea in a week. So I gotta narrow hers down too. I have plenty of songs on there, but I need to narrow it down just so she has some music to take back with her. But yeah. I also work on monthly mixes for myself. Because I use them, I usually use, I'm gonna look that up. I don't have that song. Sorry. I usually use music to tell a story, which is like why a funeral mix, I pick songs that are similar, or, I mean, have that tone, but not necessarily. Because like Jonesy, Sinking Friendships, the main reason I picked that is like there's a repeated line, like, no one knows you till it's over, and I interpret that as like no one really knows you till you're gone, because you're always evolving, you're always changing, and they'll know you to the best of their ability, but until you're done evolving, no one really knows what you're going to become. So they don't really know what you are. I think a lot about these kind of things. So yeah, like not all of it is directly tied with like life and death, but some of it has like a tone to it that still fits, a meaning to it. Alright, and I kind of let Album Leaf go into another song, so that one was Until the Last, off of the same album, of Chorus of Storytellers. But I'm gonna play that song you recommended for a rainy day mix, The Pretty Reckless, House on a Hill. Let's see how that goes. I had to look it up. I don't have it in my library, but wow. If you don't... Alright. So you had a best friend for 6 years, and the friendship was ruined, so you feel like you've known her better. You've never known her better than now. Do you mind me asking what happened, or do you want to keep that to yourself? Because it's totally cool. Ooh. I already like her voice. I could see this being a rainy day mix song. This is good. Okay, no rush. While you're typing your story, I'm gonna try and get at least something for my friend's road trip mix. Man, my brain is like super lagging today. Yeah, I really like this. And that's a very good recommendation. That's like a very good rainy day song. Nicely done. Why do this? Like, I like making playlists for people, but I love this. I love finding new music. Save that for later. Alright, let's see. Do I want an Alkaline Trio song for the road trip? Off the Map. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and play Off the Map by Alkaline Trio off the album This Addiction. I feel like that's got some road trip potential.
I needed more wine, you needed more sleep. We
Oh, let's see. Hi, kitty. Do you want to say hello to everyone? No? Too bad. There's my kitty. Meow. That is proof of my crazy cat lady status. Honestly, I really like this song, but it's probably gonna come off the mix. Oh my god, Will, get out of here. I thought you had to work today. No. Okay, first off, I'm gonna play In Flight by Amusement Parks on Fire, because that's what I already had queued up. I want to see if it's the song I think it is. And I've got a story incoming. My mom does work today, thanks, Will. She's actually probably just about to be leaving work. But I have a story incoming, so you're gonna get put on the sideline. Yeah, this is right. This is right. Perfect. Ooh, Anamanaguchi would be good for a road trip. But which one? Sorry, Will, you need more practice. goodness. I can't handle you, Will. Get out of here. Or make good recommendations. Otherwise, I'm never gonna finish your exercise playlist. So, Will, you'll appreciate this. My other viewer is from the Netherlands, so I had my little nerd moment about that. And he's a, he's actually in the process of typing a story. But he's from don't do it because I already did it to him. But he's from a town called Vest, and I think that's really awesome. But I already made the bad joke that everyone makes that annoys the crap out of them. Also, I kind of just assumed I said he because it's Mr. But I don't actually know. I can't confirm the gender, so I'm sorry if that's just your username. But just like Will, I would assume he's a he because it's dude in his name, but he's not. He's a lady. I know there's a song on here I want. I think that's the song I want. Everything is gender neutral in California, Will. That's not really a valid excuse. Okay. This one, super need this one. Which song? I don't know which song. Which song? But for now they'll both go in there. I'll You're really killing it with the mom jokes. Let's see. This is no. No. Find Frenzy. What is your recommendation based on? Just a song for me to play? Or would you play that? You know, man. I'm a little more impressed with your music taste now. But I will play a Fine Frenzy, Almost Lover. See how that goes. Stop! You can't just take over my stream, Will. I'm actually working on stuff. I will go back and forth. I will. Fingertips across my skin, the palm trees swaying in the wind, images. You sang me Spanish. Why would you make this a sad stream? I'm trying to work on a minimal road trip playlist. And I'm trying to work on your flippin' workout playlist. And you're giving me a sad song to play? Like, I'm never gonna get anything accomplished. I am though. I'm glad you know man.
trying not to think about you. Can't you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should I known you'd bring me heartache? Almost lovers.
It's a mini road trip though. My friend is driving to Death Valley and back in one day because of the blooms that are happening. I'm super not familiar with this area, so I don't know. But apparently it's something that doesn't happen very often, like every decade. Alright, well thanks, Will. Have fun getting gas. Could have sworn you were already full of it.
You want the same for me. Goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. Can't you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should I known you'd bring me heartache? Almost lovers always do. I cannot go to the ocean. I cannot drive the streets at night. I cannot wake up in the morning without you on my mind.
I can't put this on not on this playlist. I know if it doesn't rain it's not a road trip, but this is sad. And you said it was sad. It's not like you didn't warn me. But just because it's rainy doesn't mean it has to be a sad song. Do you want to hear one of the 2 rainy day songs I have right now? Because my playlist disappeared? Before you leave?
I'm trying not to think about you. And can't you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should've known you'd bring me heartache. Almost lovers always do.
So, that was A Fine Frenzy with their song Almost Lover off of the album One Cell in the Sea. And now we're gonna I'm gonna play my own little rainy, this song itself isn't really a rainy mix, but it just feels right listening to it when it's raining out. This is a song I usually go back to when I hear the rain. Or when it's raining. And it's Wait in a Line off of the album Fall Back Open by Now It's Overhead. It just has a rainy feel to it. I feel so. See how that goes. Alright. So now I'm gonna see how I feel about Long Way to Go by Ben Folds off their newest album, So There.
Yeah, we got just 5 minutes.
Welcome back!
We got
I was gonna
just
say, I think that took you more than a second.
minutes till the man cuts a road and we pull away. And there are no dry eyes. Try to keep yours to mine. There will be no guarantee of return. It might be running out, but look around, we shut it down. We had a hell of a run. Hold on to your hat. Here we go. Long way to go. Long way to go. Long
Potentially.
way to go.
I feel like
Long way to go.
Murray Gold, I should totally have some Doctor Who music on a road trip mix.
Long way to go.
So wait a minute. Is it going to send? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything of your story.
Yeah, we got just 3 minutes till this all turns to mist, and the mist burns away. You'll walk alone back into the day. So let's drink up now, or we can pour the rest of it out. Oh, but don't let this moment slip away. Have we learned anything? Anything? I gotta think. Maybe we learned when to hush. Hold on. Here we go. A long way to 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 go. And the clock says.
I want to see what this remix is. Ooh, I can't remember.
Yeah, we got just 1 minute. Long way to go. Long
actually play Where Is Home by Block Party off of A Weekend in the City. Kind of changed my mind at the last minute there. Ooh, maybe this is not the one I wanted. Oopsies. Oh, snap. It's getting really windy outside. This is not the song I thought it would be. So it goes. I might have to get up and shut the door. I didn't realize my roommates left the porch door open so my kitty could go out on the porch, but it's super raining and windy all of a sudden. So, might need to fix that. Oh, yep, okay, be right back. Yeah, when I can hear the rain through my headphones. Kinda need to make sure it doesn't come into the house. Oopsies. This super going on there. Oh no! What happened? No, I'm not getting anything. Oh, is it cutting you off because it's so long? That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I'm making you do work. Oh. That's bad. I got one message. No. Oh no. This is being super, super difficult. Okay. See if that helps. I followed you. I was just. That's the other song I was looking for. I should probably pick something. I want to find something from the National to play. What? There we go. I'm gonna play Blood Buzz Ohio by the National off their album High Violet. I think this could be a good road trip song. But also Sorrow is a good rainy day song.
Stand up straight at the foot of your love.
Maybe not this song. We'll figure it out.
Lift my shirt up. Stand up straight at the foot of your love.
This
Lift
is
my shirt
the worst system ever.
I was carried
How do I do
to
this?
Ohio in a swarm of bees.
I don't even know how to shoot. Hold on.
I never married, but Ohio don't remember me.
If
Lay my head on the hood of your car.
wait.
Take it too far.
There it is. Okay, I got it. No worries.
Lay my head on the hood of your car. Right. Take it too far. I still owe money to the money, to the money I owe. I never thought about love. When I thought about home, I still owe money to the money, to the money I owe. The floors are falling out from everybody I know. I'm on a blood buzz. Yes, I am. I'm on a blood buzz. I'm on a blood buzz. God, I am. I'm on a blood buzz. I was carried to Ohio in a swarm of bees. I never married, but Ohio don't remember me. I still owe money to the money, to the money I owe.
That sucks.
I never thought about love when I thought about
That's really rough when I can see from both sides of that where um it's hard being friends with someone you are interested in as more than friends. Uh that's not the right way to say it. I have a few one friendship like that, maybe two. That sounds bad too. Um, there are people that I, to an extent, one way or another, fell in love with, but it wasn't ever going to be a thing, or at least on their end. They changed their mind. Um, but the likelihood of the minds being changed is very slim, and that doesn't bother me. It's just it is what it is. I had one of my friends basically tell me like it would make sense for him to to date me because of the type of person I am. My sense of humor, the way I act just as a really good friend, like my style of support, how I am very supportive of the people I care about, whether it's someone I'm dating or just my friends. But the reason he wouldn't date me, the ultimate reason, there's a few others and they were all valid, was because like there was not that spark. Like it just wasn't there, and that's not something you can control. So I can I can be upset about it, but I can't really be mad about it because that's you can't force that. You can't just force yourself to like someone to get the butterflies and all of that. So and then if that's not there, how can you date that? Like even if it seems like a good decision, how can you honestly date that person when you know that there might be someone that does give you the butterflies? So he did not make the wrong decision in that sense. But on the other side of it, I always feel like my intentions are are questioned whenever cuz we're friends. So as friends, I get defensive if someone hurts him. I'm supportive. I'm super judgy about if he has any girlfriends. Not because I don't want him to have a girlfriend, but I want her to be good enough for him. But I always worry that my opinions on the matter are interpreted that but with that maybe I'm letting jealousy uh, cloud my judgment, and it does sometimes. But I always say this is probably just because I'm jealous, but these are the thoughts I'm having. And then other times it's this is my thought because of this reason, and I just always wonder if I'm taken at my word or if in the back of their head they think I'm trying to sabotage something. So on that side of your story, it's hard because like since she knows that you liked her as more than a friend, she could have misinterpreted your intentions as a friend. But then also on the other hand, for her to be with someone who was basically using and controlling her, that's even worse. Um, and that really will change a friendship or ruin it. I'm actually gonna play that song now. That's sad though, I'm sorry. Especially like since you guys were friends for so long. especially like that she never really gave you a reason. It's a lot easier to accept situations, even if they're not, even if it's not the outcome that you want. It's a lot easier to accept it if you know there's a reason behind it and what that reason is. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna play Sinking Friendships by Jonesy for now. Have you tried to contact her since then? Or do you want to try and contact her if you haven't? It's tough too. No. Wait. Did you send another message, like, in the chat? Okay, I got those two. Yeah, that's tough. 'Cause that seems like something more, like, more than friend. Why do I have so much? Hey, how are you? I'm working on a road trip playlist. I'm only supposed to do like an album's worth of songs. But I already have 2 hours just through A through C. So that's gonna be hard. And with that, I'm gonna play Night Sky by Churches, because that's going on the mix.
I will carry you and give you life. I will cover you and show you the way. It's a sequence that you never learn. It's a lesson I will never forget. I can hear you in the overtones.
Oh no, she didn't show up. That's
Change the future, we can travel time.
easier said than done,
We can never arrive.
but it seems like it's not going to be worth the effort if she's not gonna even try. But it's rough when you've been friends with someone for that long. It's easier to let go of someone when you haven't known them as long. See you, Mike! I did say Doctor Who a few minutes ago. I'm probably gonna put a song from one of the series soundtracks on his mix. See if he notices. Good choices, good choices. I, I'll the Wedding of River Song though, like doesn't listening to that just give you the feels? We will. Why don't we go ahead and play this as Gallifrey? A good recommendation. So do you play any music? Like, do you play any instruments? enough. I played oboe. Good timing on that one. Um, little bit of piano, keyboard, a little bit of bass, but I haven't really played much except keyboard since I moved out here 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I used to know on bass guitar, the only one I could play by heart was The Story So Far by Newfound Glory. I love that song so much though. Murray Gold is amazing. Like what he does with the music are ridiculous. I don't have as much metal. Have you heard the Oblivion soundtrack? 'Cause that is amazing. Actually, let me see. It's by M83. I have a lot of some, what's the word for it? No. There's a movie called Oblivion. It had like Tom Cruise in it, and I ended up. Ooh, which song? I'm gonna play you. Okay, this is the only song that has. Oh, this is so hard. This is the only song that actually has lyrics, and I love it. But I kind of just want to. Which song? Which song? Which song? I've only watched the movie once, so it's a little bit harder for me to place the title to what. Shoot. We'll just play Canyon Battle, just so you get an idea for it. But it's like M83 collaborated on the entire soundtrack for the whole movie. And it has nothing to do with the Elder Scrolls. When I first saw that there was going to be a movie called Oblivion, that's what I thought. It's completely different. It's actually really good, but I think part of the reason it is so good is because the soundtrack just fits with it perfectly. So let's see if Canyon Battle does it justice. Interstellar did have a good soundtrack. Are you familiar with M83 at all? Okay, I'm gonna play you a song like one because like they're not a soundtrack band, but they did this and they're so good at it. Like they're more shoegazy as far as music goes. I think that's the best way to. Alright, I'll wait till you're back before I play another M83 song. Oh, that was really fast. Or I just didn't see your message very quickly. Welcome back. Oops. I mean, it worked out. I was really bad with paying attention to the chat room when I first started doing this. I'm trying to be better at it, but it doesn't always happen. Nah, too slow. Alright, so I'm gonna play you a different M83 song so you know what they're like. Oh, this is so tough though. I don't know. Midnight City is one of my favorite songs, but it's a little different. So what about I think I'm gonna put it on here though. But see how this goes. Oh, it's only hold on. That's not right. Wait. We'll play wait. That's what we'll play. Yeah, that whole soundtrack, like even if you haven't seen the movie, that whole soundtrack I highly recommend. And then this, they're shoegazy, so this is more. This will give you a feel for what they are on their own. Actually, this isn't. I mean, this'll do. It is a bit slow. Most of their stuff, like this one's a slower than average. Whereas, you know what? I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, and I'm just gonna skip to a different song. Like I think based on what I'm gathering from you, you'll actually appreciate Midnight City, which is a little bit more upbeat, up tempo than average, but it's such a great song. Completely different too. So you've heard this one then. You know this song. This is M83. But yeah, same people who did the Oblivion soundtrack did this. So, while I'm looking at while I'm still looking through this, pick your brain a little bit. If I did math right, are you somewhere around like 22, 23 years old? Am I close? Which isn't that important. Really, I was gonna ask what your name is, so I can actually use your name. Yeah, math. There's I know a few artists. Vincent. Okay, cool. That's something I feel like I can't fuck up the pronunciation for. But who knows, maybe I did. Um, there's a few there's there's a few bands I know who have done albums like that, but not all of their music. Like Boys Night Out did an album, and the Decemberists. There was another one, my friend. My friend showed me a band. I can't remember the band's name. What band are you talking about? That a few years ago. Less friction. You haven't heard it yet, but there are weird songs in my library, so that doesn't necessarily make me not want to listen to stuff. I like a little bit of everything. I lean towards like the indie rock, maybe a little bit of pop punk, and instrumentals. Like I don't know. I'm really bad at classifying what style of music an artist is because I think of it more in terms of like mellow or upbeat. I don't think, oh, this is indie or this is rock because the genres are just so saturated and so generic that I'm like, well, they're indie, but they're not really indie. So, yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't know, but there's definitely whatever I do listen to, there is some weird stuff in there, whatever genre it actually comes from. Um, but there's just the vast majority of it, technically, I guess, falls into the indie category. But like George Ezra doesn't, and I'm sorry, but did you hear the rain is amazing. I love I love that song by him. God, my iTunes library is so messed up right now. And I just fixed it. Like, I shouldn't say just fixed it. It was like probably a few months ago, but it felt like I just fixed it. So that's fun. I'm gonna find something to play really quickly. Oh god, Good Charlotte. We're not playing Good Charlotte. That's like super nostalgic for me. How about some Gorillas? I don't think I've played them on my stream yet. Where is Rhinestone Eyes? I like Rhinestone Eyes off of the album Plastic Beach, so we'll play that. I think that's the song I like. Too late. Yeah. Oh, my name's Meg. Or Megan.
I'm a scary gargoyle on a tower that you made with plastic power. Your rhinestone eyes are like factories far away, where the paralytic dreams that we all seem to keep drive on engines till they weep with future pixels in factories far away. So call the mainland from the beach. Your part is now washed
I
up
think
in bleach. The waves are rising for this time.
Melancholy Hill is good, but I honestly think It's so hard, but Feel Good Inc. just has a special spot in my heart. What can I say? Sometimes you attach to the songs you hear first. Ooh, Grizzly Bear. Which song? Shoot, which remix do I want? Because that should definitely go on his mix. It's tough. I have a lot of Hans Zimmer. As far as soundtracks go. See, that's what I'm talking about with like songs. Like, I like associating them with things, which is why I do like the monthly mixes. Because I'll pick, so my actual mix will be these 8 songs. I use, I think it should be linked in my thing, but 8 tracks. And so I'll pick 8 tracks to tell the story of my month. And then when I try to write a blog, I wrote the blog for January. I have the mix published for February, but I haven't written the blog for it yet because I'm really bad about it. But I do that because like I associate songs with things, like moments. Like you associate Feel Good Inc. with the time you had with your British friend. And like, yeah, there's like in February, I first heard False Metal, oops, by Glowbug while I was at work, but the thing is, I got super like into it because I recognized the voice, and I knew I knew the voice, and it took me a little bit to figure it out, but I figured it out on my own without actually googling anything. I used Google to verify that I was right, but I was right, and it was um it was awesome. So like that's always gonna be associated with me. Like I love when I don't want to say I love when I'm right. I love when I'm right because that sounds cocky, and also everyone does. Like to an extent, like you don't want to be wrong, but I like it when I trust my instinct and my instinct is right. Which when it comes to music, that's what I do a lot. Is like I will hear a song, my friend will say something or do something, and I will just think of this song, and I'm like, this fits what just happened, and I'll send it to them, and they're like, why are you reading my mind? How did you know to send me this? Like, and if they haven't heard it before and they really like it, like that's why I do this. It's so fun to like not only introduce people to new music, but to get those reactions, to get the emotion from them that like maybe you couldn't connect with using words because I'm bad at talking. So I feel like uh eh. They really do. Music and emotions very much go hand in hand, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong. Even if it's not a serious song, it's still an emotion. Like there is some music in my life that I can't take seriously, and I don't think they expect people to take it seriously. And but that's still an emotion. The disbelief that this song even exists, or how hard you're laughing because it's a thing that exists. Like no matter what, music will elicit some sort of emotion from you. Ooh, what should I do next? God, I probably have time for like 2 more songs before my stream's over. Which I'm not even close to finishing his playlist, so I'm gonna have to keep working after I make dinner. Otherwise, I will be a horrible friend. I gotta play something though. Have you seen the movie Mirror Mask? Ooh, which song though? Which song? I don't want to play a 10-minute song. It's amazing, but I don't think it was like a super big movie, but I love the soundtrack to it. I'm gonna play Giants Orbiting. I actually for the longest time that was the name of my music library. Um but when I reformatted my computer, I don't think I ever renamed it. But let me bring it up real quick. It's written by the screenplay is written by Neil Gaiman, and then the art in it is Dave McKean, and he's the director. So this is a bit more quirky. It's not like, I don't know, but the movie itself is so good. Let's see. Bring this up. I love anything Neil Gaiman, though. He can do no wrong in my eyes. It's a Jim Henson film. And yeah, it wasn't released in theaters, it was straight to DVD. But the storyline is so good. It's so well written. And like the art in it, the art is amazing. Dave McKean, his artwork is very unique. But I have a tattoo of the Sphinx from Mirror Mask. I should just... Oh. Like, that's his style of artwork. It's very, very unique. Most of that's his style of artwork. But yeah, this scene in the movie, Giants Orbiting, is very, very ethereal, in my opinion. But then this happens. Hold on a second. I'm currently watching, well, I'm really bad and behind the time. I'm currently watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But also Your Lie in April. I just started and oh, it's so good. Especially okay, so Your Lie in April, have you seen that at all? Before I start telling you about stuff you already know, if you know it. It's very music based. It's very music based. Yeah, Your Lie in April. Okay. I'm like so happy that exists. I'm not ready to cry yet. I haven't gotten very far, but I know I'm gonna feel the feels. I'm not ready to, but I will. Ooh. Okay. Should I end on Iron and Wine or I haven't heard of that one. How do you Clanad? Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, but it's anime, but it's based on Irish music? Is that what I'm reading? I'm gonna go ahead and make Iron and Wine's Rabbit Will Run my last song of the stream.
Last I saw mother, she rose from a chair. When they called me, I just finished combing my hair. 'Cause a rabbit will run if the cold doesn't long with the man. All down the earth while we carry the
No, okay, so oh, that's something else then. That's a group. I'm sorry, I was trying to look it up. And visual novel? Because there's a game too, is that right? Or is that something else too? Ah,
last I saw mother, she covered my ears. When they called me, I offered the captain a beer. 'Cause a rabbit will run and the lion has nothing to fear. We bricked up the garden and know what it means. And we've all kissed the virgin as if she were clean.
okay.
I still have a prayer, despite all the colors I've seen. Judgment is just like a cup that we
Okay, so it's based on the visual novel. Okay.
for you there. Well past the
I'll have to look into that.
vision of things to come.
My roommate watches a lot more anime than I do, but I've been trying to keep up with him. Or catch up with him. I guess that might be good. A better way to say it.
Last I saw mother, she smelled like a rose. When they called me the captain, he opened my nose. 'Cause a rabbit will run, the wind takes a bird.
Sorry, I missed that. The songs resonate well with the characters and moments. That's that's the best. Like that's how you know. How do I say this? See, words are hard. Music, even music without words is usually better than me trying to talk. Um, like people don't realize that music can make or break a show or a movie or even a commercial. So, like, and maybe this is just me, but have you seen Shutter Island? Perfect timing. Um, yeah, it's more suspense than horror, cause I don't do a lot of horror, except I do recommend Cabin in the Woods. That's pretty much the only horror movie that I've watched more than once willingly, and I bought it because I love that movie so much. But it's you can't really describe it because spoilers, spoilers, sweetie. But but no, Shutter Island's more suspense, kind of like thought provoking thriller style. But the music was they went over the top with like the dramatic silences and like the build-ups and the cut-offs. Like there were times where, it's supposed to be this super serious like oh my god, something bad is going to happen moment, and I'm about to laugh because of how overly dramatic they made the music. And like on its own the music sounds fine. And as a movie, the movie is really cool. Um oh god. You got me back, okay? You got me back. Uh, but but yeah, the music with the movie, there were moments I just had trouble taking it seriously because they tried too hard. You shouldn't have to try too hard in anything, whether it's music. If you doubt whether or not it works, then it probably doesn't work. So don't do it. Um, But just like relationships. If you have to try too hard, don't do it. It's supposed to fall into place. It should fall into place. So that's my theory. I mean you should I'm not saying you should never try for anything, but you shouldn't try so hard that it's forcing. That's what I mean. That's what I really mean. You should never force anything. You don't put a square peg in a circular hole. It's such a bad. Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing people say? Um, anyway, my stream is done for the day. I need to go make dinner. But thank you for keeping me company this entire time, and thank you for sharing your story with me. Um, I do this twice a week on Tuesday. Well, uh, oh, I sense another story there. Um, if you're interested, I am going to. If you want to keep talking when I'm not on my stream, I'm going to send you my email address. If that's not creepy, I don't know if that's creepy. I don't know how to make friends on here. Uh, but how do I do this? But yeah, I do this for me. It's Tuesdays and Fridays, 3 to 5 p.m., which this is Pacific time. And um, yeah, I'm just sending it to you in a message. So I guess check your inbox. But yeah, hopefully you come back. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh God, Skype. I sent you my email address. I think my Skype is linked to that. I honestly don't remember the last time I got on Skype, so I don't actually remember what my username is. I got Skype before I had like a set username. So cuz like what I use for Twitch, Megan Agitor, is pretty consistent with everything from like a certain point of my life on. But anything before that, I had like random usernames. But this one, I should change it. I wonder if I can change it. I never even looked into that. But okay. Well, if I assuming I also remember my login, I will get you added. And again, thanks for hanging out and hopefully I see you again next week or sooner. And to anyone else that ends up listening to this, if it's after the fact on YouTube or whatever, thanks for supporting me and come by sometime when I'm streaming live. All right. Bye forever. Or until Tuesday.